Well, look at here. It's been a while. I got some Battlefield 4 on the channel. And what inspired this video is the leaked footage of Battlefield Hardline. But more than that, because I don't really want to talk about the game Hardline itself, because we don't know anything about the game. You know, we know what we know from the leaked footage and the trailer. There's a trailer out now. So what we know is just that limited amount about Hardline. But I mean, there are people out there who are going to speculate, so that's really my big gripe about what's going on right now, and that's going to sort of be at the epicenter of what it is that I want to talk about, and that is, does the community actually know what they want? And I say that in a very joking way, but also in a very serious way, because of the fact that for a while now, if you've been a shooter fan, you'll know that there are these trends in the shooting genre where they started out with World War II. We had a lot of World War II games. Everything was World War II. It pretty much at the same time. Almost everything was like Saving Private Ryan came out. There was Band of Brothers had come out, and then there was Call of Duty, the expansion pack for Call of Duty. I think it was United Offensive. There were the Medal of Honor games that were World War II. Call of Duty 2 came out. And then there was Call of Duty 3, and there's a Big Red 1, and there's probably other ones besides the Medal of Honor Call of Duty franchise. Battlefield 1942 was out as well. So there was this big push towards World War II. That's what was popular. And so there was a bunch of World War II games. And then when Call of Duty switched in Call of Duty 4 to a modern shooter, that totally refreshed the shooters. So then you saw... Well, Battlefield did 2142, excuse me, and then they did the Bad Company series, which is a modern base. There was also Battlefield 2, which was a modern base shooter. So you had these, what year was that? 2000. So it was about the same time as Call of Duty 4. Anyways, the point is that there was a transition from World War II to a modern shooter. And now we've sort of exhausted our interest in modern shooters. We've done that, and then so now we've done these sort of, well, not we, but the gaming industry, the shooter industry, has done these sort of near future shooters. So Call of Duty's done. They've Black Ops 2 was a sort of near future. Modern Warfare 3 was a near future-ish. And then, of course, the new one, Ghost, is definitely more near future. And then now Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 are present time to sort of this near future-esque world. And we've grown tired of this modern shooter. And so people are talking about how they would like to see something different. They want to see something different. Like, I'm tired of seeing these modern shooters. We need to. I've heard people talk about we need to go back to World War II games. Talking to some people like myself, I want to see like future games. So like games like Battlefront, the new one they're gonna put out, the whole Jedi like space and laser guns and Jedis and stormtroopers and rebels and all that stuff. That's kind of cool. Like, I'm not a big Star Wars fan at all. Like, I mean, I like the series, the movies, and I appreciate the movies for what they are. But I'm not like a huge fan. I'm more of a Trekkie when it comes to, like, if I like Star Wars or Star Trek, I'm more of a Star Trek fan. And I'd love to see a Star Trek game, like a proper shooter, just with phasers and laser rifles, and kind of like the, oh god, there was a Star Trek shooter series. There's two of them, like a Red Squadron or Red Alert. It was something like that. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. I played both of them. I loved both of them. And I wish that would have just, that whole genre, or that just, well, the sci-fi shooter genre would take, hold, and we would all be like, yeah, this is awesome. It's totally something different. So that's where the direction I'd like to see shooters go, personally, into the future, and just make up stuff, like a Halo-esque, I guess, but just to take it away from gun, like, bullets and guns like that, and put it into like phasers and shields and just all these other more interesting things. Sort of, I guess, to a certain extent, kind of like what Crysis has done. That's in a fantasy world set in more or less contemporary times, but you've got, cloak and shields and, stuff like that. So just, I like the disconnect from reality, I guess, is what I'm saying. I like it to just, I don't like it to be always associated, and I am one of the people that are tired of seeing shooters stuck in contemporary times, or sort of near future, yet still very contemporary with the weapons and stuff. So I want to see something different. I really do. And there are people out there that I know that want to see stuff different. Like I mentioned, some people want to see us go back to World War II. Some people want to see us go to the future, but they just don't. They're tired of these contemporary military shooters. And then Hardline gets leaked, and EA goes through damage control, and then they're like, boom, okay, here, we're going to go ahead and just announce it before E3 now, because I bet you they were waiting to do a big announcement, a big reveal E3, because why would you announce before a big trade show? It just, so anyways, if all that footage was leaked, and you guys, if you're following, you know the story. And it's a police, cops and robbers shooter. And so my mind, I can't get my head wrapped around this, because there are people out there who are saying, well, we want something totally different, and then now they're giving us something totally different. I mean, it's contemporary, it's modern, it's what the same sort of time frame we're in, but it's not military, it's cops and robbers. And then suddenly it's really strange. This is where my mind, I can't get my head wrapped around what's going on, because there are people out there that are like, well, it's not Battlefield enough. It's like, it's, you know, it's too much like Payday. It's too much like Grand Theft Auto. It's too much like this. It's too much like that. It's Call of Duty. It's this, it's just, it's everything but Battlefield, you know, and it's just like, whoa, wait a second. You wanted something different, and you got something different, and now you're saying it's too much like the thing that you wanted to be different from. Like, I'm sitting here going like, what is going on? I don't understand community. And that's when I was like, I don't think the community actually knows what it is they want. They want something different from what they already have, because they want variety. And then when you give them something different from what they already had, they suddenly want the old thing back. I don't understand. And maybe in the comment section you can help me understand. But it is a real, it's just a real head scratcher for me, at least. And to be honest, like my personal opinion on this is that about Hardline is that the game isn't even out yet. You know, we had the trailer, we had the reveal, and people are already like, not buying it. This is stupid. This is that. I went and I screen capped some comments on the video that they put out. And I've come to the conclusion that not only does the Battlefield community not really know what they want, but they're also the biggest fucking complainers that I've ever seen out of all the communities that I've ever been a part of. And I've been a part of a number of gaming communities, but speaking specifically about shooter communities, they are just the biggest complainers that I've ever seen. They're so vocal, and it's really hard to want to remain a part of this community when you have such know, idiots out there. And, you know, God bless the internet for allowing people a voice, but at the same time, some people just shouldn't be heard. You know what I mean? So from my standpoint, it is something different. I'm intrigued by the idea. I really am, because I do think it is something new. You know, I don't like when people are talking about originality now, and this is what drives me nuts, is that when people are talking about it's too much like Counter-Strike, it's too much like Payday, it's too much like Call of Duty, it's too much like whatever, Grand Theft Auto, you know, it's just like we live in a world now where shooter originality is gone completely out the fucking window. Unless you're going to go out and create an entire new universe, and you're going to make your game around a new universe, like Halo. Halo is a good example of a very original concept for a shooter. But when you boil it down from just sort of the appearance of the game, or just the backdrop that the game sits in front of, when you boil it all down, the multiplayer experience boils down to the simple fact that it's you trying to kill another player. So you're just, one guy's trying to kill the other guy for whatever objective. Either it's team deathmatch, or it's a free-for-all, or it's a domination, or it's like a capture the flag, or like a conquest, or, you know, there are 1,000 different names for the same thing. And so when I hear people talk about, well, it's just going to be a reskinned Battlefield, you're like, well, fucking hell, it's a shooter. Like, every shooter is the same. It's all the same thing. You're just looking for a way to kill other people online. Here's a new environment. It's a new, fresh environment. It'll probably look different. I don't know. I don't even want to get close to speculation right now, because there's not enough information out there, and fuck it. I hate speculation anyways, but anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, because I'm starting to ramble a little bit. But basically, it's just like I am at a loss towards the community right now. I just don't understand how we could have such a bipolar community. It's like, well, they want this, but they don't want that. You know, it's just like, well, we want something different. And then when you get something different, it's like, no, we don't want that. We want more like Battlefield. Like, what the fuck? Make up your fucking mind. Or here's the other thing that I actually think, or you know what? Just try it out, because you never know. You might like it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I shall talk to you guys later.